All right, we've got a few minutes left on this halftime show. First of all, for everybody watching from home, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you are enjoying the 6th edition of AIP Con. We've got some more keynotes left. AT&T, L3 Harris, to name a few. What are you guys expecting?
100%. I think ultimately there's the thematics that are kind of this human AI teaming, that data-driven decision-making. Like that is going to be very much the common theme throughout all of these keynotes. I think it just comes back to, if you were to encapsulate sort of the one-sentence mission of each of these companies, right? Like we've already seen Wendy's, we've seen Walgreens, we've seen Saildrone. You can really encapsulate like what does that company exist to do and what are they actually pushing the perimeter for, right? How are they at the bleeding edge? L3 Harris, AT&T, like you're talking about not only some of the most bleeding edge companies, but AT&T, they manage the largest telecommunications
Think of the scale alone,
exactly,
it's massive.
Scale. So how are you going to apply that level of vigor, that level of mission-oriented decision-making to that level of scale? That's an incredible challenge, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about it in just a few minutes.
And from my perspective as well, that human in the loop, human and agent teaming is also going to be a thread that you'll see through a lot of these upcoming keynotes as well. And as Drew just mentioned, for folks on the stream, there is so much opportunity for such a wide variety of organizations across industries that there's no reason not to be doing this at this point. So really the answer is go.
Yeah, and later throughout the day, I'll be interviewing a bunch of these executives from the companies presenting as well. So there's going to be a lot of content behind the scenes on how these companies are leveraging Palantir. What do you guys feel about the energy in this room? I mean, I've been here 3 times. Every time, it's like people are excited to share what they're doing.
I think it goes, maybe, I don't know if it goes without saying.
Also, this set is crazy.
Oh, like, honestly, my baby. I think there's something to be said. There's 2 things. Firstly, the fact that product is, if you're seeing this on the live stream, you'll see the staging, our little bento box we've got on our LED wall. Like, product is the design, right? It's like, product is at the core of our brand, at the core of the message we're putting out into the world. I think that's the key thing. With regards to energy, look, there was a queue off the side of the stage with people wanting to tell their story, right? This isn't about us saying, oh, you really must go and tell us what you're doing. People, everybody that you have up on the stage, they are absolutely at the perimeter, the bleeding edge of their respective industries. They are leading the charge in terms of how to implement AI in a valuable way and in a safe and secure way, right? And I think people want to get up on the stage because they have a story to tell. They have true learnings that are unique to their operations, and everybody in this room is just ready to absorb those learnings.
And really where it's come from my perspective as well is that we're not asking any of these organizations to come up here and tell their story. They are asking us, they're begging us to come up here on the main stage and be able to prove force and function, all of the work that's completely transformed the way they do their business and operations. And I think we'll continue to see that. And this is the most live keynotes that we have ever had. Exactly. And so let's see if we can beat it next time.
Oh, I have no doubt we will. We're just going to need a bigger stage.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Jack,
I think
that's
in the world
on
of
you.
AI, I think in a world of AI, everyone wants to tell their story, and I think the beautiful thing about AIP Con is Palantir is now letting the world tell their story, and they actually want to tell their story.
The veil of mystery has been lifted.
100%. I think if we say one final thing, we've got all of these customers that you're seeing on this stage. I think everything they're showing, like largely in production. And if it's not in production yet, you're going to hear about how it's not about months, years down the line we hope to get here. In the next few weeks, we are putting everything. If it's not already in production, it's going out to the world. Walgreens talked about going from just a handful of stores to 4,000 in a matter of months. Like this is, if it's not in production, it's not generating value. You're going to see more of those stories on this stage.
The time is now.
I guess you would say we are going beyond chat.
Oh, we are, I think I said this before, we are far beyond chat at this point, but I do think seeing these companies really embrace some of those core concepts. If you didn't catch the pre-show up front before the keynotes.
You're a natural, you've been doing this all day.
I know, I feel like I've never come off the live stream, but if you didn't catch the keynotes, then the live stream, the pre-show rather, jump back, have a look. Those are our core concepts, and you're going to see them laid out on this stage over the next few keynotes.
Yeah, and Jack, you were also at DevCon, which is really interesting, right? Can you speak a little bit about what that is?
100%. I mean, that's our builder focus at the end of the day. I think a lot of what you're seeing on stage here is the result of a lot of the engineers and the builders that we host at DevCon. That is obviously a different crowd, but the energy is much exactly the same. They want to build at the absolute bleeding edge. They don't want to be defined or constrained by the software they're building with. And at the end of the day, if it's not in production, it's not generating value, and they are embodying that at the absolute bleeding edge.
Okay, that's it for us. That's all the time we have. Thank you, everybody, for watching from home. Enjoy the rest of AIP Con, and we'll see you back for the 7th edition of AIP Con.
Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned.
Thanks, everybody.